Hello everyone and welcome to the Bulldog Business Show. This is just one of the platforms that you can hear about all the great things that are happening in the MSU College of Business. We also keep you updated, remember, on our social media platforms. You can find us on Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, and on X. And if you're listening to us through our podcast, we thank you for joining us as well. So just ahead, Dean Scott Grawe is going to join us with a look at 2025. We're going to look back, but we're also going to look ahead to what's in store for 2026. That will be coming up shortly. But first, as always, our business bites for you. So you may remember our conversation with our College of Business ambassadors late last year. Well, the advisors are now looking to add new ambassadors. They have begun accepting applications. It will close on February the 13th. So if you're interested, or if you know a College of Business student who would be a great addition to our ambassador team, please encourage them to apply. If you need more information, you can reach out to our directors of recruiting and events. Now, in January, the College of Business participated in a special project with Starkville Academy. The school's Project Engage is an initiative that's experience-based for juniors and seniors there at the high school. The goal of it is to give them a real-world experience that complements their interests. Well, we hosted 10 students in McCool Hall for an entire week. They participated in an egg drop competition, which was a lot of fun, led by Dr. Eric Markin to encourage entrepreneurial thinking. They also heard presentations and participated in activities with each one of our departments. They spent some time over in the E-Center and at the Idea Shop. They ended the week with a tour of Glow, of course, a multi-million-dollar business that launched in our E-Center and is now based in Starkville. We look forward to participating with Project Engage again next year. And now to our guest, who really is not a guest at all. Dr. Scott Grawe is Dean of the College of Business, and he's here with what we're going to call sort of the state of the College of Business. Great to have you here.
It's good to be back. So it's a little different being back here, you know, since the hosting days of this show.
Yeah, we switched seats a little bit here.
We did. So
since that has happened, you've been able to like fully concentrate on what you do in the dean's office, yes?
Yes, I have. It's been a whirlwind. It's been a great year, a great fall, and we do, as you mentioned, we've got some exciting things ahead in 2026.
So some things that we saw, let's look back at 2025 and celebrate those things. Lots of experiential learning going on for our students in McCool.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I know we've talked a lot about some of the live cases that we've done. We did one with Taylor Logistics again, and we did another one with Terra DeLissa, an olive oil company. We've got one in process right now with a company called Normal. It's an outdoor enthusiast brand. But we've got experiential learning happening in a lot of our other courses as well. 73 of our courses have an experiential learning component, whether that's using real data for a mini case or doing something as big as building an entire course around solving a business problem for another company.
When you get the opportunity, and sometimes you do, to sit in on the presentations that our students have the opportunity to make to the companies, what's your response to what you see out of these students? Immense
pride and joy. I mean, it's a ton of fun. I used to teach some of these classes, and now you don't get a chance to interact and engage with the students on a day-to-day basis like some of our faculty do, who do a great job working with the students. I can't say enough about them. But then watching them present in front of senior leaders. It's not just, some professionals that have been out a few years. They're presenting in front of people who've been in the C-suite, and watching them engage in conversation because they have sparked some questions that they may not have thought about yet, and then watching that dialogue back and forth is a ton of fun, and it gives our students tremendous confidence for when they go to work on the next project.
And it takes incredible poise to be able to do that, and it just really is impressive to watch. It is.
It is.
We've seen many of our students getting involved in some case competitions all over the country and being very successful, coming home with some big wins for us.
Yeah, our supply chain logistics students went out to Long Beach, California, participated in an intermodal case competition against other top supply chain schools, and they came back winners. It's the first time that we've ever participated in that particular event, and they won the whole thing. And I've been a big believer in, let's just go out. We can talk about rankings, we can talk about a number of different things. But it's a lot of fun to just go out there and beat all the other schools with our own students.
Show them what we got.
It is, and that's a lot of fun. And we've done, we had students that were just up at the University of Vermont doing a family business case competition. We brought home top presenter award from that one. So our students really are doing some amazing things.
We're also continuing to keep that connection alive with our business bulldogs who have gone out and are already working in the business world through Club 1915, which we launched late 2024. And so now we've got more than 300 members, and we're happy about that.
We're thrilled. It's, we spent a lot of time over the course of last year talking about how it was our 110th anniversary as the College of Business, and that's where the 1915 comes from, and Club 1915. And the really cool thing was, as we initiated these events, and you played a key role in helping us do that, seeing the attendance at these events grow one after another. That's been a lot of fun for me, and I know it's been a lot of fun for our alumni too, just getting together. And
we've got others, of course, that are planned for 2026. We'll get to those in just a minute. One thing we also began this year was the Senior Dinner, which was a lot of fun for those fall graduates. Yeah, it's something that just over the course of the last year, I realized I don't really get a chance to send off our business bulldogs when they graduate. We've got a fantastic commencement ceremony at the university, but I don't get that more intimate time with our graduating seniors, spend some time with their families, and we did it out at the Hill and More. It was a great event. It was. It had good turnout. We're going to do it again, but it was a lot of fun. Just wishing our students well as they embark on their journeys post Starkville. Well, you talk about not having that intimate connection with students. I want you to know I heard the whispers in the room from parents who were so impressed that you came and you spoke to them and visited. So that it was a great event. It was. It was a lot of fun. All right, we're looking ahead to 2026 on the other side of the break. So stay with us. We'll be right back.
At Mississippi State University, business isn't just learned, it's lived. From hands-on projects to real-world partnerships, our students don't just prepare for the future, they help shape it. They turn ideas into impact through experiential learning and entrepreneurship. At Mississippi State, our students gain the skills, confidence, and connections to lead, experience Bulldog Business, and build the future you imagine.
All right, we are back, everyone, and Dr. Scott Grawe, the Dean of the College of Business, is joining us today as we celebrate some things from 2025 and look ahead to 2026. We talked a little bit about Club 1915 events in the first segment. We've got some that are coming up. One that we had to postpone because of, ice. Yes. But, and we're combining a couple of my big passion areas, and that is our business students, our business alumni, and baseball. Those who know me well know that I'm a big baseball fan. So a couple of these events that we've got coming up, we're going to give people a chance to cheer on our Bulldog baseball team. One coming up in Arlington in February. We're very excited for that one, hoping that all of our alumni in the Dallas-Fort Worth area can join us there. And then we'll go down to the coast again. We've done the coast the last couple of years, and we've got a really committed group of alums down there that it's a lot of fun. We can go down there and engage with those folks. I do want to remind our alumni for those events that are related to baseball to please RSVP, because we have to get tickets to you. So if you will RSVP, we'll get those to you for that. So we've got more competitions, though, that are coming up this year for students. Yeah. So again, as I mentioned, I'm a big fan in going out and competing and giving our students a chance to compete and really show others that we can go head to head with anyone out there. The content that we teach, the faculty that we've got at the front of the classroom are every bit as good as anybody else that you can find out there. So I'm thrilled to take Mississippi State College of Business students and compete against any other business student in the country. And so we've got our SEC case competition for our MBA students. So we're very excited for that. We're getting geared up for that one. But we've also got case competitions in banking and marketing. We're working on an internal one for our supply chain logistics students as well. So really ramping up what we're doing from a competitive standpoint. Another great opportunity for students really all over the campus, but specifically here in the College of Business, is study abroad opportunities that are available. Yeah, we've got some great faculty who love to take students overseas. So we've got both spring and summer study abroad opportunities available. And those are opportunities to travel with
fellow business Bulldogs with our own faculty and travel overseas. It's a very low stakes way to do it, but we've also got, in partnering with our study abroad office, we've got a lot of other opportunities. So if you're wanting to go out and venture off to somewhere that we're not accustomed to going, there's an opportunity for you. If you want to go and completely immerse yourself in another culture, we've got those opportunities as well.
The other great thing is, and I know you want to mention, is that study abroad can get costly for students, so there are some opportunities for us within the College of Business to assist students with some of those costs.
Yes, we've got a few study abroad scholarships available. We're growing the number of study abroad scholarships available to our students because it can be expensive, but we're doing everything that we can to reduce the overall cost burden associated with that, because I don't really want cost to stand in the way of students really getting a chance to broaden their horizons and see how business works in another culture.
While we're on the subject of money, the Top Dog Scholarship Program, let's talk about that.
Yeah, it's something we kicked off this last year, and it's really ramping up now. And this what this is this is an opportunity for us to go out and target some of those top high school students that are scoring well on their ACTs, doing very well in the classroom, engaged in other extracurricular activities that are poised to make a significant impact in their world. And we're just trying to give them a head start on funding their college education, getting them into the College of Business, getting them connected with our different majors, but really helping to remove that financial burden. So the Top Dog Scholarships is a brand new program that we're excited to see that grow.
One of the couple of people within the college that sort of help to go out and find those top students are our recruiters, Madison and Paula. They spend a lot of time in the high schools.
Yeah, they do. So they're on the road a lot. So it's I love seeing them in the office, but I also love seeing them out of the office. When they're out at schools here in Mississippi and beyond. So we're not just limiting our recruitment of these students to just Mississippi. We're actually looking for students from all over the country. And
it's also nice to see when their families bring them to campus and they get to tour and get a firsthand look at McCool Hall, at the East Center, at all the opportunities that are there.
Yeah, we've got a lot to showcase. And it's one of those things where if we can get more students to just come onto campus and check us out, spend some time in the drill field, spend some time in McCool Hall, and you mentioned the East Center and some of these other spaces, we're adding new spaces around campus to support students and create a fantastic learning environment, and we're doing everything we can to showcase the great things that we have to offer.
Well, here's to 2026 and all that lies ahead. It's going to be great.
Yes, it will.
Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
All right. So before we always have to remind you, we've talked about Club 1915 a few times already. So we want you to join us. So if you're watching, you can scan the QR code that's on your screen. That QR code will take you directly to our website, and you can find out more about Club 1915. And you can also go ahead and join if you're listening to the podcast. The website is business.msstate.edu/club1915. Join us, find out more about what's happening in the College of Business, get some invites to those great events that we have going on, but most importantly, support our students in the College of Business. We're out of time. We'll see you next time on the Bulldog Business Show.